Hello and welcome to Cover 2 TV. I'm Chris Pajak. Now, if you've got any problems with this stream, apologies. I'm on my own trying to run a live stream. It looks a little bit mental. I've got two computers, mice, all kinds of stuff in front of me, but you're here because of Michael Oher. The man whose story has been made into a film called The Blindsided, everybody's probably seen it by now with Sandra Bullock and stuff, has been blindsided. I know, apologies, I couldn't help myself. It's been a nightmare few hours for him. I think it was on Thursday that he was released by the Carolina Panthers. So left tackle has been in concussion protocol since around about September. But the new GM there, Marty Herney, made it his almost his first order of business to cut him. Now, whatever you think about this, the concussion protocol in the NFL has really improved, and it should be taken so seriously and stuff. But you do kind of also want to see teams stay with their men, as it were, don't you? But I know they've got Khalil and stuff like that, and so the left tackle is probably sorted now. But the former GM looked like he was looking after Michael Oher, not so much Marty. But yeah, you know what, fair play. I can understand the footballing reasons behind that, but it seems crazy, doesn't it? He went down in the third game last season, and he's not featured since. And he turned up, I think it was for a practice or something, and was a little bit out of shape and stuff like that. So I'm not too sure on the details. So if he's turned up out of shape and stuff, and then you've got these problems, yeah, fair enough. I can totally understand that. But since then, I mean, it's just gone from bad to worse. I'll talk a little bit about his brain stuff first. It was the 20th of July. Actually, Michael Oher tweeted, "The brain is a scary thing. You have to be careful with it." So I completely understand what he's talking about there. He's got to look after himself first and foremost, and if he doesn't feel like he's ready to get back into football, then I understand. But I mean, he had one of the great seasons for a left tackle in 2015, didn't he, during the Carolina Panthers run? Off the top of my head, I think it was only allowed 4 sacks all season long, 3 penalties against him. He played in like 98% of defensive snaps as well. So during that run, I mean, an absolutely stalwart of that Carolina Panthers O-line. Can he get back there? Hope so. I've enjoyed his progression as he's come through from obviously the Baltimore Ravens winning the Super Bowl with them to the Tennessee Titans to being cut, and then coming back and really helping Cam Newton out in that 2015 season in one of the hardest jobs in professional football as well. Anyway, we'll go on to the other nightmarish part of this, and apologies, I'm just going to bring the comments section up in case anybody is in there. They're not. That's cool. I won't look over there again. Nightmarish 24 hours. An Uber driver name of where are we looking? Germa Burkess has been telling 911 dispatchers Oher was drunk and trying to attack him. Now, he apparently picked him up from his home to take him to a comedy club, and he's on the phone going, "I'm being attacked right now. He's just attacked me. He bit me. My back. Do you need..." And then the dispatcher's like, "Do you need an ambulance and stuff?" And he's like, "I need a policeman." And absolutely mental. But Michael, again, because he's on social media quite a bit, has come out and said, this is on the 22nd of July, 3:01 a.m. Every single one of those allegations are false, and the truth will come out in time. When you have means, people will do and say anything to get some of what you've earned. Time will tell y'all, or time will tell all. So he's categorically saying that no, he didn't do that. Time is going to tell, I suppose, isn't it? I mean, I hope for his sake that he's not done that. We see far too many people in the NFL just getting things wrong, making bad mistakes and stuff, and it is really disappointing to see one of the most influential players, I suppose, because of the film. Maybe not one of the best players in the league, but make mistakes like that, because there are, as I said on previous videos, young kids look up to these guys, and for me, the NFL needs to clamp down on these things and make sure that if stuff like this is happening, then they need to put an end to it. Okay, so another little bit of news. Anquan Boldin. This one's really good. A player that I've absolutely loved since he played for the Arizona Cardinals back with Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, I was watching that game where he got that injury. just like, that tackle was insane, wasn't it? Absolutely insane. I can't remember what year it was. Was it 2008 or something like that? I can't remember now, but, you know, I've been following him from there. And the thing with the Arizona Cardinals is it was always in a really bad territory, I believe, for America. So not a lot of their games got shown, but that season they were unbelievable with Kurt Warner at quarterback and those two wide receivers, him obviously playing in the slot, Larry Fitz out wide and stuff. And, you know, he's been great ever since he went to Baltimore. He was fantastic there as well. And you know, since he's just a professional footballer, isn't he? Like one of the true pros in the game, 37 years old now. You know, he even did a little bit of a job last season. I know that his numbers dropped down to about 8.7 yards per catch. But, you know what? He's still a bit of a red zone threat. And, you know, 67 receptions for the Lions last season. So there is a drop-off there. He is 37 years old, but he can do a job somewhere. And the Buffalo Bills are supposed to be one of those teams that are going to be taking a look at him, maybe meeting him next week. So we'll see how stuff develops there. But other teams that are in the hunt, Dolphins, Jaguars, Buccaneers, they're teams who have... So not in the hunt, but they're teams who all have basically good slot receivers and stuff. So he wants to go to South Florida, I believe, or Florida, I believe, and play near where he was growing up. So those teams are out. The Bills, maybe. Another team that I think I do think that he'd fit into that locker room is the Seahawks. Again, I mean, you know, you look at the Seahawks now and you've got Russell Wilson there. You've obviously got Doug Baldwin, Jermaine Kearse. The list goes on, doesn't it? Jimmy Graham. Then you've got the running backs. Eddie Lacy. You've got Thomas Rawls. It feels like he'd fit in with that and could really just be a safe pair of hands, somebody that, you know, Russell Wilson can get the ball to. Now, his yards after the catch, as I say, have decreased over the last couple of years and stuff, but you never know. I would take a look at it if I was the Seahawks anyway. You can pick him up on a decent little budget. They're obviously a contender as well. He wants to win a Super Bowl, of course, as every player does, whether they've won one or whether they haven't. But let me know in the comments section whether you think Anquan Boldin should go to the Bills or is there somewhere that's a better fit for him. And of course, let me know about Michael Oher and that situation going on there. I'm going to try and not stumble over my words as I stumble over my words and actually cut this stream now, because as I said at the start of the show, I'm doing it live, I'm doing it on my own, so it is a little bit difficult. Thank you very much for watching Cover 2. Please drop a like on the video, share it if you're enjoying the content that we're making, and don't forget, if you want to find out when we do go live, you need to hit that subscribe button. There's a little notification bell as well. Press that button and you will be notified every time we go live, which is pretty much every day from now on. So as long as we don't have internet issues, we'll be going live. If we do, we'll have to record and upload. But hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell if you're watching on mobile or desktop, and you will get notified when the breaking NFL news is coming out and when we're coming with it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing, and I'll see you probably Monday. Cheers. Yeah, it worked, didn't it? Okay, see you Monday. Nice one.